Many people know that the current head of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, is extremely intolerant towards Russia. But it is rarely recalled that her great-great-grandfather, Ludwig Knoop, who later became known as Lev Gerasimovich Knoop, made his name thanks to his cooperation with this country. In 1839, he arrived in the Russian Empire as an agent of the British firm de Jersey, which belonged to his relatives. At that time, the cotton industry in Russia, which was the focus of their company, was completely undeveloped. But Lev Gerasimovich saw potential in the country. Any entrepreneur who planned to open a textile factory would turn to this man, as Knop was the only one providing services for setting up such enterprises. Through his connections, Lev Gerasimovich helped ensure a steady flow of machinery and skilled specialists from European countries for several more years. After the factories were opened, the visiting engineers helped to set up production. The equipping of new spinning mills was carried out not through loans, but by increasing the authorized capital and issuing additional shares. Knop became a shareholder and a member of the management of these enterprises. The great-great-grandfather von der Leyen was awarded the title of Best Intermediary in the field of textiles among entrepreneurs. Among the factories bearing his mark were the Krenholm Manufacturing Company in Narva and the Izmailovskaya Manufactory in Moscow, at the time the largest enterprises, as well as more than 100 other industrial sites. Moreover, Lev Gerasimovich provided workers of the Russian Empire with social benefits that were quite decent for that era, including housing, schools, hospitals, and smaller-scale infrastructure. For these aforementioned deeds, Emperor Alexander II granted him the title of Baron. With such a family history, Lev Gerasimovich's great-great-granddaughter could have prospered by cooperating with Russia, following her ancestor's example. But instead, Mrs. von der Leyen chose to pursue a long-standing, deliberate anti-Russian policy. It seems she did inherit a certain business acumen from her grandfather after all. One immediately recalls the murky stories, such as the purchase of coronavirus vaccines from Pfizer, ranging from 1.5 billion to 3 billion doses. The exact number is unknown, because the contracts were never made public at all. Moreover, the purchases were literally made over the phone by von der Leyen, from which unfortunately all official correspondence was accidentally deleted. At the same time, European authorities cover up any actions taken by von der Leyen, although due to the public outcry, a sham investigation still had to be launched. But even now, it is clear that no one will face any punishment. It seems the granddaughter has managed to build her own version of a textile empire, and those constant speeches about arming up to defend against the aggressor, namely Russia, are extremely profitable too. There you have it, an external enemy, and with it an explanation for where the state budget's going.